This microphone stand is annoying me so much more and more. Thank you so much for being here, whether you're on YouTube or you're on Twitch. We're a few minutes into my main Carnatic Indian classical live stream of the week. Got some comments over on YouTube. OGFWAL, let me know how you pronounce that. I'm not going to try for the moment until you've told me otherwise. Says cool. Glad you like it, friend. Let me know where you're watching from, and if you've got any requests. It can be a raga, it can be a song from Bollywood, an anime theme tune, a song from your youth that you love. Let me know what you guys want to hear, whether you're on Twitch or on YouTube, and I'll try my best to oblige. I always like opening with a bit of Hum Sidvani or Kalyani, because Relatively speaking, they're not as complicated, but they've got a really uplifting kind of sound to them. I try and stream Carnatic Indian classical guitar about 5-6 times a week. This is the last one of this week. A little Saturday night stream for you. Pikachu3879 in the chat. I'm gonna have to Google what you've said just to see what. Oh, nice. You want to play some Bollywood from 1995, eh? Let me know if that's what you want to hear, Pikachu3879, and I'll do my best to oblige. OG, let me know if there's anything you want to hear. It can be a raga, it can be an anime theme tune, it can be a song from Bollywood. Anything you want. Failing that, I'll do some 90s Bollywood in the chat. Yeah, there you go. Pikachu3879 wants some Bollywood in the chat. Yeah, that's cool. For stuff I've not heard in a minute, I think I remember watching these on VHS with my family back when. I'm gonna have to listen to it on YouTube and remind myself how that song goes, so... man. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I found it. Bit of original Shah Rukh Khan for us all in the chat. Let me just have a listen to this song on YouTube. Oh, I haven't heard this song in so long. It's making me so nostalgic listening to it again. I'm gonna see if I can remember how to play it. I'm just about to go to sleep, but a fusion like something rockish with a raga. You should try that. Cool glasses. Thank you, Pikachu. Appreciate you, buddy. Considering OG was first in the chat and is about to go to sleep, I'll do OG's request first, then we'll pivot back to some 90s Bollywood for you next, Pikachu. How does that sound? I'll do something rockish for you. Let me do something a little bit more high tempo, OG. How does that sound? Then you've got something to fall asleep to. Something to start off Sunday for. Let me know where everyone is watching from, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. Would love to know where people are watching from. Pikachu, I'm going to do your Bollywood cover next, right? OG says, have you listened to the rock version of Garage? I have, actually. I've heard maybe I haven't, actually. Let me look it up. I could probably work out a little bit of it by listening to it. Let's see. Always love a little bit of Bandish Bandits. Who doesn't, right? Ah, this is cool, man. If you're wondering why I'm not doing anything yet, it's because I'm listening to a bit of Garage Rock version, see if I can figure out how to do it. No guesses, this has a lot of views, 7.8 million views. It's the next I need to get. Oh. Okay. Yeah, check something. Having some sound issues here. Okay. Okay. Something funny's happening with the sound here. Let's... My sound went out for a minute there. I wonder what's happened. Let's just see if I can... Might have to do some troubleshooting live on stream here. think I've got the main melody down. Let me just check my stream just to check I've not gone quiet on you guys. Dropped a couple of viewers because, of course, when you have sound issues, that's what's happened. Alright, I'm going to try the Garage version of, well, the rock version of that song. Let me turn my headphones back on. Don't know what happened there with my sound. OG and Pikachu, if you're still there in the chat, let me know. I'm going to try my best to do some Garage rock version. OG says, nice, I'll have a good sleep now, Lamar. Always good to leave a chat. Well, sorry, always good to leave a stream knowing you got what you asked for. Pikachu, next up is your request. I'm going to do some 90s Bollywood just for you. Thanks for bearing with me while my sound came off and back on again. That kind of sucked, huh? But sometimes you can't help it. If you've just joined us, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on YouTube, hey, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what time it is, and let me know what you want to hear. It can be a raga, it can be a Bollywood song, it can be an anime theme tune, it can be a song that you love from your childhood. Honestly, if I can find it on YouTube, I'm going to give it a go. So just now, we're going to do some classic Shah Rukh Khan from the 90s for Pikachu 38 something. Sorry. I randomly found you, and I'm glad. You know what? OG? I'm constantly complaining that my algorithm puts me in front of the wrong people. But you are living proof right here that the algorithm actually is working, and all I need to do is trust in the process. If I keep streaming, people are going to keep finding me. It's 12:48 at night. Yeah, that sounds about right. Are you watching from India, Pikachu 3879? I don't want to stereotype just because of the time you've given me and because you asked for a Bollywood song. Let me know if you're watching from India, and if so, where from? I'm going to listen to the Bollywood song now and try and figure it out. Ah, this is classic. I'm just listening to the song on my headphones till I figure out how to play it. Got the first two notes, let's keep going. I've got it. Yeah, I think I've got it. Almost there. I'm gonna turn my headphones back on, and then we're gonna do... Just to work out what key it is. Alright, let's go. If you've just joined us on Twitch or YouTube, hey, let me know where you're watching from. And also, let me know if you've got any requests. I'm about to do some 90s Bollywood, a Shah Rukh Khan classic, with some Lata Mangeshkar, just for Pikachu 3879, who's in the chat. If you're on Twitch, yeah, I'm also listening to you. Let me know what your requests are. It can be a Bollywood song, it can be anything. Okay, let's do it. Got more people in the chat. Always good. We have Ifsos11. Hello, brother. Can you teach me how to play guitar? Unfortunately, I can't because I'm completely self-taught. Everything you've heard me do tonight, I do on YouTube by listening. So I've completely taught myself by ear, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, I can't be the one to teach you. But what to do is, bro, if you give me a DM later, I can point you towards some Indian classical tutors I know who are really good. So let me know if you want to play the guitar, if you want to play another instrument. I teach guitar. We have another guitar player right here in the chat. Brian from LA, always good to see you in the chat, bro. And you've got a potential student here, right here in the chat. I think if AFSOS11 would you love to get some guitar lessons, maybe you're the one to teach him. Can you suggest me some some teachers on YouTube to play? Brian Redfern, right here in the chat, could actually be your next guitar teacher. This is what we live for here on these Twitch and... I was about to say Instagram, but we're not on Instagram right now. We're on Twitch and YouTube. Teach you to become self-learning. Brian, I think, is your guy right now. He knows his stuff. He's played some Indian classical music, at the very least, from what we've been speaking about. Brian comes to these streams quite often, and I'm really thankful that he's here. Hello, Brian. How can I reach out to you? See if you end up with a new student thanks to this stream. I'm going to be really happy, Brian, because honestly, I want my main dream with music above everything else I've ever wanted is just to build some community around what I do. And if me playing the electric guitar into my phone is getting people work in this really difficult time in the world right now, then that's a little silver lining that I want to keep hold of, you know. Brian and AFSOS, I hope you both stick around in the chat, even if it's not me teaching anybody how to play guitar. Well, we've got even more folk from the US in the chat tonight. Tony, nice to see you, friend. Got a friend from Florida, got a friend from LA. Got a little bit of a transatlantic hang happening tonight. I am happy, guys. I'm really happy that I can set this stream up and people are around to hang. It's really cool. What time is it in Florida and what time is it in LA? That's like, what is that, Pacific time? So that's 8 hours behind me, I think. Would that be 1 p.m. maybe? No, 11 a.m. your time? Tony, are you teaching today? Or are you kind of watching me stream in between classes? Because you're a busy guy, right? You've got a lot of students and stuff, right? AFSOS says, are you from India? 2:30 p.m. almost in Florida. Oh man, I was off by hours. I'll get better at this time zone shit one day. Next time, right? I'm done for the day. Oh well, if the way you relax is watching me live stream, that makes me happy. AFSOS says, yeah, around 50 a week. That is a lot of students. Wow. We've got AFSOS11 here in the chat looking for a guitar teacher, and Brian from LA does beginners, so I think Brian's got a new student and AFSOS has a teacher. We are playing Matchmaker right here on Twitch and YouTube today. Love to see it. AFSOS, are you from India? I was born in India. I was born in Tamil Nadu at the very, well, not the very tip of the country, but near the bottom of the country. And as you can tell from my goofy accent, I grew up in the UK. London's where I do a lot of my work these days. I've got my first London headline show coming up. I am playing on the 28th of May at the Social. If you're on Twitch and you're from London, if you're on YouTube and you're from London, I would love to see you there. I'm going to stop yapping and start playing, I think. Let me know. Tony, I know you love asking for ragas, right? Why don't you ask me for a raga if that's how you're inclined? It could be a cover too. Anything you want. I might play one of my own songs in the meantime while you guys are deciding. I'm from India, Delhi. Delhi is great, man. I dream of taking my wife to Delhi someday. I kind of wish we had more to say on Delhi because I've done all the touristy shit. Like, my wife's North Indian, but she was born in the UK too, and she loves connecting with her roots in whatever way she can. She actually does music lessons, but she does a little bit of Hindustani, like classical music. She does vocal lessons on Zoom. She is living proof that you can learn Indian classical music on Zoom and have an amazing time doing it. So, alright, Tony from Florida has asked for Rag Kalyani. Kalyani is such a banger of a request. I secretly always wish people ask for it because it's one of my favorites to do. Alright, we're going to do some Rag Kalyani in the chat, folks. If you're on Twitch, by the way, don't be shy. Let me know what you want to hear next. AFSOS11, let me know what your favorite venue in Delhi is. I want to play for you in Delhi because I'm going to tour India next year and I want to know where I need to play. Alright, I'm going to do some Kalyani for you guys. I always forget I mute my own microphone, man. This microphone stand needs replaced so badly. That was a bit of Kalyani on request from my friend from Florida. Got a comment from AFSOS11. The jazz club is famous in Delhi. That's good to know. You know what's really funny? I always watch people on stage who spend way too much time adjusting their microphones, and I'm always so unreasonably judgmental of them. You know that feeling of if you play music professionally, if you're watching someone at a gig, you're really judgmental of people who perform gigs that you go and watch? And it's really funny to me because I'll be doing a stream and I'll be doing the exact shit that I always complain about when I go to gigs, which is, oh, that guy doesn't know how to adjust a microphone. He's getting everything wrong. That was a bit of Rag Kalyani from my friend Tony in Florida. Thank you so much for requesting that, Tony. Appreciate you. I think I'm going to be streaming for a few minutes longer, and then I'm going to go get ready for my big London gig that's coming up. If you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, and you're London-based, you should come see me play in London. I'm doing my first ever headline show. Oh, I got interrupted there mid-spam. I was about to say mid-live stream, mid-headline promo from Johnny Guitars, who's over on Twitch. Johnny Guitars says, "Hello everyone, I hope someone here can help me with some streaming issues I have. I have a guitar and a condenser microphone going to 2 separate channels on my Scarlett 4, which I want to go to OBS to play and stream along with a desktop audio coming from a website, Ultimate Guitar Tabs, that gives a backing track, but I'm having a delay which makes it impossible for me to play, which is not synced up." Oh, Johnny Guitars, I had this exact issue when I started using OBS to stream. For those who are on YouTube or Twitch and are wondering what the hell I'm talking about, OBS is the streaming software that basically everybody who's ever used Twitch or any live streaming platform uses. Johnny Guitars, what you need to do is you need to fix the latency plugin, or sorry, there's a latency function in OBS. It's usually something like 200 milliseconds, but it varies for everybody on everybody's computer. If you adjust the latency on your OBS, that should fix the issue of the sync issues that you're having. If you want more detail, look up change latency. That's latency latency over on Reddit or on Google, and you'll get a bunch of guides on how to do it. That's how I did it. AFSOS11, when am I coming to India? Honestly, I want to come to India this year. I don't know if that answered your question, Johnny Guitars. I genuinely think the problem you're describing with the synced up audio is going to be latency related. It usually is. The best thing to do is set up the stream and clap, and if you can sync up the video of you clapping with the audio, then that's you got the latency fixed. But you have to set up the delay to go with the way your system works, otherwise it won't work. People are like, what the hell is this guy yapping about? Go back to playing the guitar. And the answer to that is, I think I'm going to go back to playing the guitar. AFSOS11, I'm going to come to India this year, I think. You live in like a big hub for music, so it's not like you live in... I feel really bad, actually, because on Instagram Live, that's usually like my biggest platform. I post a lot of reels, and a lot of them have gone viral, so I have a bigger audience for live streaming over there. And this guy invited, this lovely guy, he comes to all my live streams. He invited me to play at his... He helps run this motorcycle festival, and he wanted me to play Carnatic guitar at that, but it was in like a part of India that would have been impossible to get to. You're in Delhi, though, and Delhi's pretty easy to get to, so... AFSOS 11, if I came to Delhi in the wintertime this year, would you come see me live? It would be fun because I'm not just going to do the Carnatic guitar stuff that you're watching me do right now. I would also do a live band set where I'm playing guitar and singing, my wife's playing flute, I've got an amazing drummer, one of the best in the UK. And yeah, you'd get everything. You'd get the Carnatic guitar stuff that I'm doing right now, but you'd also get full band versions of my own music. Yeah, yes, I will not definitely... Why not? Definitely I will come. AFSOS 11, I would love to see you at a gig. And we've got people from LA, we've got people from Florida. I want to go to the US. I mean, people are always like, oh, the US is really rough right now. The UK political landscape also sucks. If I was to pretend for a second that I'm living in like a haven for politics, then we wouldn't go anywhere, right? So I want to tour the US as well. Florida, I want to go to New York. Literally the only place that I seem to go when I play in America is like Austin when I do South by Southwest. And my understanding is Austin is like the most liberal part of Texas. I loved it there though. The last time I was in the US was March 2025 for South by Southwest. Rosanna MP3 in the chat. Hey friend. I'm hoping you're back to talk more about Hyperpop and Brockhampton and 100 Gex with me, because I had a lot of fun chatting about that earlier. You've come to all 3 of my live streams, and that means so much to me, friend. I was going to end the stream, but because you're here, I'm going to have to keep it going, I think. Johnny Guitars over on Twitch, let me know if that solved your problem. Hopefully I replied in time. If not, maybe we all learned a little something about how to get OBS and live streaming to work. Alright, I'm going to go back to playing because I've been yapping up a storm. Would love to chat more Hyperpop with you, only when you're ready. Rosanna, if it's... What's your Insta ID? My Insta ID is just the same as it is on here, friend, but let me give it to you. 2 seconds. I'm just going to tip my Instagram handle in the chat right here. Rosanna MP3, we're going to get going in a minute. We're absolutely going to keep playing some... It keeps auto-correcting. Man, my keyboard's miles away from my monitor. Really, really basic streaming problems that I should be able to fix. This is one of those... I'm also just going to put the URL as well in there. Alright, here we go. That's a link to my Instagram page. That's where I go live there a little bit more often. Also, feel free to call me Rose. Rose, I will call you that going forward in that case. First name terms, love it. Rose, you also sent me some really cool shit about your concept albums that you work on. Everybody got Rose in the chat, really cool. Electronic producer and rapper from London. We were talking about hyperpop shit yesterday. We have such eclectic times in these chats. We talk about Indian classical music, we talk about hyperpop, we talk about trying to fix streaming issues. It's all getting solved right here tonight. Rose, I'm gonna play one of my own songs right now, but let me know if you want to hear anything in particular. I can play a Carnatic version of my own hyperpop song again. I did that for you last night. I'm happy to do that again. Tonight, while I'm having dinner, I am definitely gonna watch some of your videos about how you break down your concept albums. Rosanna, you should tell the chat about your music, actually. I hear that it's apparently, like, it's not good practice to let people plug their music in your chat. Even though this chat is about me playing Indian classical music or playing my songs, I love when people in the community I'm trying to build up my music talk about themselves, because I can afford to decenter myself a little bit, you know? So, Rose, I think people in the chat would love to hear about your music. It sounds really interesting. I would just talk about it, though. I don't know if people click links as often in this chat, so instead of link spam, I think you should just tell people. It would be really interesting. Because I was listening to it yesterday, and I was really, really intrigued by it. The whole video game concept album thing, because I do concept albums. The 100 gecs sounding hyperpop song I wrote that I sent you is from a concept album about Bollywood. I'm gonna start playing one of my songs. This is one of my songs. It is called Lucky Dragon Number 5. In the meantime, enjoy Rose telling us about their music. Would love to know what you're up to. Rose, it sounds like you've got a new fan here in the chat. That's really good. Always nice to... This is another thing. I love the idea of more people hearing my music via the live streams, but I love the idea that there's like a little ecosystem building up where different people are checking out each other's music. AFSOS 11 might be your next fan. Rose, you might need to go play a gig in Delhi as well. AFSOS 11... I played one of my original songs just there. Yesterday, me and Rose were talking about a hyperpop sounding song I released a couple of years ago. The riff in it is very Carnatic friendly. I might just play that for you guys right now. If you've just joined us, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on YouTube, come say hi. I've been trying to fix audio issues, talk about hyperpop, and play some ragas for people as they ask them. We've had some Bollywood, we've had some raga requests, all sorts. And now people are talking about their music. Got some really interesting people in the chat tonight. Folk from London, folk from India, folk from LA, folk from Florida. Shit's pretty international tonight, and I'm gonna use this, play some Bollywood. Yeah, I got you. I played some 90s Bollywood earlier. I did some, what did I do? I did some Shah Rukh Khan, some classic Shah Rukh Khan joints from 1995. AFSOS 11, what kind of Bollywood do you like? It's such a big genre, right? You can't just pick one, you need to be more specific, I think. AFSOS 11, what Bollywood do you love right now? What's your favorite Bollywood song? Or what's the song that you're listening to the most right now? I will do my best to cover that for you right now. Just tell me what it is and I will do my best. Just gonna check my tuning. Yeah, the tuning is back and it's sounding good, I reckon. Good to my ears. Rose is off getting food, I think. So, just me and you, I think. AFSOS 11. Old Shah Rukh Khan song, huh? I could even just do the one I did earlier, but that's a bit lazy, isn't it? I was doing the rock version of Garage earlier. Do you want to hear that? It's not Bollywood explicitly, but it's a fun one to do. I'm just gonna look up Shah Rukh Khan and the first song that comes up. We're gonna do that. Alright, I might just do the one from earlier. Yeah, why not? Yeah, fine. Attempt to yap and play at the same time. It seldom goes well when I try and do this, but let's give it a go. Let's give it a go, because live streaming is a bit multitasking, isn't it? AFSOS11 says, okay, when you slide your finger on the guitar, I feel jealous because whenever I try, my finger gets stuck or hurt. You're doing it so smoothly. Honestly, I get asked this so many times, how do you do that on the guitar? And it's like, you need to just practice, honestly. It's just not, there's not anything magical to it. You just need to find a habit as well, because I'll give you my habit is that I'm here 6 times a week, sometimes for an hour and a half, just live streaming and playing the guitar, right? And I have to turn up even when I don't want to. When I'm tired, I'm turning up. Like, okay, today I was working really hard and I was so tired, and then I started this live stream and I had to start doing the live stream. There was nobody there on the live stream, and it made me feel like this is really pointless. But you know what isn't pointless about it? You build a habit and it keeps you in routine and you get better. You can go back in time and look at some of my older live streams and I'm nowhere near as precision based with the guitar as I am now. You just get better the more you do it. So it's like a sport, it's like any other instrument. AFSOS11, if you practice the sliding around, they're called gamakas, I think you'll get there. AFSOS11, you know I'm finding out to learn guitar and got your live stream. I'm so happy I got motivated. I'm going to be a regular. Friend, I live stream every week and I live stream about 6 times. 3 times on YouTube, 3 times on here on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Sorry, 3 times on Twitch and YouTube, 3 times on Instagram Live. So I know you've asked for my Instagram handle. If you follow me there, I live stream on Mondays and Thursdays. If you want to find me here, I live stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So let's hang out, let's get to know each other, and I can keep you updated with when I'm playing in Delhi. If me playing guitar motivates you, that brings me joy. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. Alright, I'm going to go back to playing, because that's why we're all here, right? Johnny Guitars over on Twitch has gone quiet. Either he tried what I suggested, and he fixed his issues and left, or his issues have gotten so bad that he can't communicate with me anymore. Let's see if we find out, huh? Okay, I'm going to go back to playing some guitar for you. There's not long left of the stream, so maybe about 5-10 minutes or so. So if you've got requests, you got to hit me with it. You got to hit me with those requests right now. I promise I will play guitar with you in the Delhi venue. Well, that sounds like a promise, AFSOS11. So I think you've got to I've got to hold you to that. By the time I do my Delhi gig, maybe it'll be late 2026, maybe it'll be early 2027. Maybe you should come to so many streams that you build up a habit on guitar too, you know? And for my heart to learn guitar. Honestly, I think there's at least one guitar teacher here in the chat. And Tony, back me up here. I think that could be the greatest decision of your life. Honestly, everything from my audience online to the way I met my wife, all of that came from just committing to the electric guitar. I couldn't recommend it enough. Like, the guitar has given me so much in my life. All of my favorite things in my life that aren't my immediate blood relatives probably came from playing the electric guitar too much. So if that's what you're going to dedicate yourself to, I hope a lot of joy finds you as well. Right, enough cheese from me. We are going to get back to playing some electric guitar. I feel like, honestly, I got paneer roti, Rose with the ideal Saturday night scran. Rose, do you know what's really funny? There's a guy from Chennai who's always on my Twitch streams, and we have like a system where whenever he joins the Twitch stream, he has to tell me exactly what he's eating. And he's always got something amazing, but sometimes he signs on and Uber Eats doesn't deliver anymore, and he's just hungry as shit and nowhere's gonna deliver to him. He usually has like a cheese dosa, masala dosa, shit like that. Paneer roti is like a constant banger. My wife's Punjabi and she swears by roti, paneer at the same time a lot of the time. And it's great. Rosanna, you mentioned you were of an Indian background as well. If you don't mind me asking, I'd love to know, is your heritage North Indian, South Indian? Maybe you're from Maharashtra, maybe you're from Assam. I'd love to know. AFSOS 11, I also got aloo ka paratha in dinner. AFSOS 11 parathas are such, aloo paratha such a classic North Indian dinner. You chose really wisely, friend. You chose really wisely. Man, I have such a bad habit of like out yapping these streams until I'm not actually playing any guitar. People be joining the streams like, when are you going to stop talking and start playing? And the answer is right now. Oh, Cindy, huh? Oh, interesting. Cindy, people have an amazing food culture. It doesn't surprise me that you're eating really well on a Saturday night. I have other friends of that background as well, and one, all of them can cook, and two, they've all got really good taste in restaurants. When I visit them, one of them lives in Manchester. When I visit them in Manchester, we're always at an amazing restaurant, and it's always because they just know what they're doing. They know where to curate. But my family ties to India post-war. Oh, that's really interesting. Cool. I'm looking forward to learning more about your history as well. Alright, I'm gonna start yapping and start playing, because that's why we're here, right? Man, we went back and forth on food while I was playing, huh? You know what? You know what was really funny, actually? I know usually I am 10 out of 10 good at playing, reading the comments, and then playing. But here in the UK, Rose knows this because Rose is in the UK too. But in the UK, it's like 8 p.m. and I literally got in from work and then had to go straight and do the live stream. And I haven't had my dinner yet. And then I realized, oh no, you guys are going to start talking about food while I'm playing. And I was reading the comments, and all the comments made me so hungry that I had to stop looking at the screen. I was thinking, okay, I'm going to do that thing where I ignore the comments. Not because people are leaving some awful shit in there, which will eventually happen, but because I haven't eaten yet. So I'm going to end the stream here, folks, and I'm going to get something to eat. But you guys have given me food-based inspiration. To be fair, some gastro inspiration is happening. Paneer, Sahi Paneer is a great shout. Goated, absolutely AFSOS 11. Aloo paratha might be it though. You know, my wife's away on a trip just now, so she's not here to get me some aloo paratha. She makes really, really good aloo paratha, actually. I might need to go rustle up some myself, which is what I'm going to go do. Thank you so much for being here, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on YouTube and Instagram Live throughout the week. This is my last stream of the week. I'm going to be back on Monday, 6 p.m. Indian time. If you're in London, which I know some of you are, I'm doing my first ever London headline show on The 28th of May at the Social. Tickets will be on sale to my mailing list. Sign up for that, by the way, on Monday. General sale on Thursday next week. Next stream is on Monday, folks. Enjoy your weekend. I will see you later.